What's up, guys? Today I wanted to talk about a very pressing matter. Obesity in the US is skyrocketing. That is due to a lot of factors, but one of them for sure is the lack of exercise. And I want to read some stats. I did a little bit of research before this, and here are some stats to start us off. So, physical inactivity causes 3.2 million deaths worldwide per year. 3.2 million. That is just so many people. So many people dying because, I'm sure maybe 500,000 of that is due to extenuating circumstances like underlying health conditions, but only 500,000. You cannot chalk all 3.2 million of that up to they couldn't do anything about it. No, probably 80% of those people could 1000% do something about it, and it was just simply because they didn't want to exercise, didn't want to have a good diet, and that 30 minutes of cardio every day was just too much, so they didn't. And I know it's hard, right? That's not the question, but you got to choose your hard. Is dying prematurely due to the fact that you didn't want to exercise 30 minutes a day and eat a salad every now and then is that worth it? I don't know. It's up to you. I personally, of course, the logical thing is no. But yeah, the next stat is not exercising can decrease life expectancy by 10 years. There are some studies that say even up to 15 years. That's a little bit more exaggerated for the stat, but 10 years is very, very true. I know personally all the people that have been exercising in my life all their life, like runners, all that kind of thing. They're 75, they look great, and they're in perfect health. It's just simply true. You cannot argue with that fact. It is a documented truth that people that exercise live longer. It's just that simple. Your body was meant to move. The next thing is, and this one's a little bit scary, 74% of the adults in the US are obese or overweight. I believe it's 35% of the adults in the US are considered overweight above it's called the BMI, I think. Just the body weight percentage that classifies you as overweight depending on your height. And obviously that's not an across the board thing. Everyone's bodies are different, and I'm not one to say they're not, of course. But that's true. And then 30% of them, something like 30, 35, are obese. They're fat. And I don't know. It's really sad to me because I think obviously everybody has different living situations. Everybody has different, they're paid differently. They're in worse or better situations. But I don't think that all 75, I don't think 3/4 of the US are in positions where they cannot eat healthy and cannot exercise. And it's just really sad to see because think of all those people that are going to die 10 years early that aren't going to see their families for as long as they want to, not their kids for as long as they wanted to, their friends, all because they can't make that commitment to themselves. And again, I don't want to sound I'm not perfect in this either. I miss the gym a lot. I'll let my life get in the way of my health sometimes. But I don't know, it's just really sad to see. And I just think it's so incredibly important to stay healthy and stay mobile. And whenever I do see people that are overweight or that are not healthy trying to make a difference and trying to exercise, it is just such a blessing to see, because that is such a hard thing to do. Because once you've gotten yourself into that state, that is a lifelong commitment you make to yourself to try and change that, and it's so incredibly hard. There have been some fitness influencers in the past, I can think of a couple off the top of my head, I'm sure there's more, that have they got fat to get fit, to go do it along with a patient or somebody they were working with, training to get. And even them who have they have a healthy heart, right? They're fitness trainers. Even for them, it was so incredibly hard. So I'm not saying it's not hard, guys, but I don't know. It's just so important to exercise, to be healthy. You have one body, and regardless of what, I don't know, medicine comes out, gene multiplying or whatever, it's so important that you keep your body healthy. And it is really one of the few things that you can pour time and effort into that is never going to let you down, no matter what. It's just always a good idea to be more healthy, and making those small decisions from day to day that help you rather than hurt your health. don't pick up the cookie or whatever. And there's so many like different strategies out there today. It's getting easier, and I think it's kind of both are happening at the same time. It's getting easier and easier to be healthy, and also it's becoming harder and harder. So yeah, to conclude, guys, just be healthy. Try and make better decisions. It's not about being perfect, I wouldn't say. I think it's just like having the right mindset and not giving up on yourself if you get to a certain point. So yeah, that's all I had today, guys. Stay healthy, stay fit, and I'll do some more gym content. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.